And welcome back to the Real Estate News. My next guest is Liz Lauer. She's a broker with Lauer Realty Group. Thanks so much for stopping by today, Liz. Wonderful to have you here.
Glad to be here.
Can you give us an update on the current housing market?
Yeah, so 2015 was a really interesting year. It ended up being the second largest sales that we've had, only surpassed by 2005, which was quite a boom market. And we were up 13.4% in sales. The average price was up 4.9%. And we rose to the highest annual median sales price in Dane County. So quite a year. Looking forward, it means that 2016 is bearing the same kind of market.
Well, that's great news for sellers too, to get great high prices on their homes. So what are the trends for home buyers then for this coming year?
So in 2015, we saw 1/3 of the market was millennial buyers, which is quite interesting because there's a big push in Madison in general with rent vacancies being at all-time lows. So we see that continuing with them and a large millennial population coming out. But when I talk about the increase in value and the increase in price, we're going to see a lot of people who have been sitting still in their homes, moving up into newer homes and bigger homes, while the baby boomers are going to cash in. And so that's going to make a very, very competitive buyer market out there. So a lot of different people entering and exiting the market this year.
And we hear a lot about just a general lack of inventory too. What do you think that means now for 2016?
So inventory is probably our largest problem as we talk about these millennials coming out and a lot of competition. We've seen a decrease of inventory. So a balanced market is about 6 months of your average home sits on the market 6 months. We're currently at 2.4 months of inventory, so we really need people to get out into the marketplace and put their homes on the market and make these changes. And we need people to understand that the values have gone up and they're able to make these changes they've been wanting to make.
So if someone out there is wanting to sell their home this year, what would you say are some of the first steps that they should take to get going?
So I always say when people call me and say, hey, I want to list my house, I'm like, okay, like how long? They really need to call a realtor 1 to 2 months before they're ready to list. And the biggest thing is preparing your house for success and basically putting the right things into your house so you can maximize your dollars. Too often we see people aren't prepping their houses and then they're languishing on the market while other ones are selling in a few days. So, you know, first impressions, making your house the first thing you see when the landscaping's improved, the paint on the exterior is improved, you walk up and you like the house. When you get inside, decluttering and getting rid of that, you know, plaid couch that you had. No one really wants to see how you live in your house. They want to see the house. And then talking to your realtor about improvements you can make to improve kind of the appeal of your house, light fixtures, flooring, appliances. You still need to do the preparation to get your house sold.
And those are all great tips. Well, thanks so much for coming by today.
Hey, no problem.
And stay tuned. We have more coming up right after this.